Myself, Dr. D. Nagesha Shastri, Associate Professor, Department of Chemistry, Veerashaiva College, Bellary. Today, I am going to teach on molecular orbital theory. This molecular orbital theory is another approach to explain the formation of covalent bond in molecules. This theory was developed by Hunds and Mulliken in 1932. This theory was based on wave mechanical approach. The silent features of this molecular orbital theory are the electron in an atom may be occupying atomic orbitals, whereas in a molecule, electron occupy the molecular orbitals. The wave functions describing the molecular orbitals may be obtained by linear combination of atomic orbital method. Each electron present in molecular orbital belong to all the nuclei present in a molecule. That is, each electron in a molecular orbital is considered to be moving under the influence of all the nuclei present in the molecule. It means that the molecular orbitals are polycentric. So, when the two atoms come closer to each other to form a covalent bond, between them the atomic orbitals of one atom overlaps with corresponding orbital of another atom to form molecular orbitals, and atomic orbitals lose their identity. The number of molecular orbitals formed is equal to the number of atomic orbitals overlapping together. Thus, if two atomic orbital combines, two molecular orbitals are formed. One of these called bonding molecular orbital, that is denoted as BMO, and the other molecular orbital is called as anti-bonding molecular orbital, in short ABMO. Similar to atomic orbital, the molecular orbitals are associated with a set of quantum numbers, namely principal quantum number, magnetic quantum number, orbital quantum number, spin quantum number, which ascertain the energy and shape of the molecular orbital. Bonding molecular orbital leads to increase the electron density between the nuclei of combined atoms and has lower energy than the atomic orbitals combined, whereas anti-bonding molecular orbital leads to decrease electron density in between the nuclei and has energy higher than atomic orbital combined. Electrons fill molecular orbital in the same way as they fill in the atomic orbital in accordance with Ahuva principle, Pauli exclusion principle, and Hund's rule of maximum multiplicity. According to that, the atomic orbital has energy. If it has a lower energy, the electron will enter into the bonding molecular orbital. If it is higher energy, they will move to the anti-bonding molecular orbital. Molecular orbital is denoted by delta, and delta, the sigma star, is denoted for anti-bonding molecular orbital. Then a linear combination of atomic orbital. Consider two atoms A and B which have an atomic orbital described by the wave functions psi A and psi B. When these atoms approach to form a AB molecule, that is A plus B gives rise to AB, there are two different ways in which psi A and psi B can combine linearly with each other. So additive overlap, it means plus overlap. In this type linear combination, the positive lobe of psi A overlaps with the positive lobe of psi B and the molecular orbital is formed. The molecular orbital has lower energy as shown in the previous slide than each of the atomic orbitals involved, and hence the formation of this molecular orbital results in the attraction between the two nuclei A and B. Therefore, it is called as bonding molecular orbital represented by psi A B. So that is psi AB is equal to psi A plus psi B. You call this equation as 1. Then subtractive overlap. So plus minus overlap. In this type, the linear combination of the plus lobe of psi A overlaps with minus lobe of psi B. The molecular orbital is formed. This molecular orbital has higher energy than each of these atomic orbitals involved, and hence the formation of molecular orbital produces repulsion between the two nuclei, and it is called anti-bonding molecular orbital, which is represented by psi star AB. Psi star AB is equal to psi A minus psi B. You call this equation as 1. The relative order of energies psi A, psi B, psi AB and psi star AB can be shown diagrammatically as follows. So this diagram shows that psi A and psi B energy of the individual atoms, whereas psi AB, psi star AB energy of the bonding and anti-bonding molecular orbital shown in this diagram, that is in the bonding molecular orbital plus plus lobe overlapping, in anti-bonding molecular orbital plus minus overlapping of lobes takes place. Then conditions necessary for linear combination of atomic orbital. So there are the overlapping of atomic orbital must have or almost same energy. For example, in the formation of homonuclear diametric molecules, 1s overlaps with the 1s orbital of the other atom, but not with 1s with 2s, 2s with 2p. Overlapping is not permitted because energy will be goes on differs. Then the combining atomic orbital must have the same symmetry about the molecular axis. That means for overlap of atomic orbital, there should be proper alignment of atomic orbitals involved. The combining atomic orbitals must be able to overlap to maximum extent to form a molecular orbital. Greater the overlap results in larger electron density in the region between the nuclei of combining atoms. When 2s atomic orbitals overlap with each other, 2 sigma molecular orbitals are formed. One of these sigma bonding molecular orbital and other is sigma anti-bonding molecular orbital, that is denoted as sigma star. The bonding molecular orbital sigma s is formed when 1s orbital overlap with plus sign of the other s orbital with the plus sign. Anti-bonding molecular orbital is formed with the lobe of 1s orbital with positive sign, lobe overlap with the other lobe of orbital with negative sign. So bonding molecular orbital are of lower than the combining atomic orbitals, and anti-bonding molecular orbitals are always higher than the combining atomic orbitals. The symbols for molecular orbitals: sigma molecular orbitals molecular formed by overlap of atomic orbitals along the axis joining nuclei. Pi molecular orbitals are formed by the lateral overlapping of atomic orbital. Delta molecular orbitals formed by the overlapping of two atomic orbitals. Bonding and anti-bonding molecular orbital by the combination of 2s atomic orbitals is as shown in below figure. So this is 1s orbital, 2s orbital combined to gives rise to a, so plus plus overlapping gives rise to a sigma bonding molecular orbital, plus minus overlapping gives to the anti-bonding overlap, that is called as sigma star overlapping. So like this, here is also S and Px and Px overlapping. Bonding and anti-bonding molecular orbital by the combination of S and P orbitals is as shown. The S atomic orbital overlap with a P atomic orbital provided the lobes of P orbitals are pointing along the axis, joining axis of the nuclei. When the lobes overlap with the positive results in the bonding molecular orbital of sp, and anti-bonding molecular orbital sigma stars will be formed with the plus minus overlapping results in the nucleus as shown in figure. So bonding molecular anti-bonding molecular orbital combination of pp atomic orbitals. The two atomic orbitals combined have lobes pointing along the axis joining nuclei. Both bonding and anti-bonding sigma moleculars are produced as shown in the below figure. See here the 2s orbital, 2s atomic orbital along with the lobes. So plus plus lobes overlapping, it leads to form a pi bonding molecular orbital, and whereas the negative overlapping leads to the formation of sigma star overlapping. Then characteristics of sigma and sigma star molecular orbital. Both sigma and sigma star molecular orbitals have cylindrical symmetry around the nuclear nucleus, and sigma molecular orbital density between the nuclei combining atomic orbitals are very high and stable formed between the atoms, whereas energy of the sigma bonding molecular orbital less than the sigma star anti-bonding molecular orbital. So molecular orbital formation when the two p atomic orbital combine, which both have lobes perpendicular to the axis joining of the nuclei, lateral overlapping orbitals leads to the formation of pi bonding molecular orbital and pi star anti-bonding molecular orbital. This is shown in the below figure. Then differences between the sigma and pi molecular orbitals. Molecular orbitals and sigma molecular orbital and pi molecular orbital. For a sigma molecular orbital formation, lobes of atomic orbital pointing along the line of joining nuclei, whereas for pi molecular orbital formation, lobes of atomic orbital align perpendicular to the line of joining nuclei. Next point, the electron density is maximum along the line joining of the nuclei, electron density minimum along the line joining of the nuclei. So rotation of sigma molecular orbital about the internuclear nucleus produces the no change in the sign of lobes of molecular orbital, whereas rotation of pi molecular orbital about the internuclear axis produces the change in the sign of the lobes. After looking to the differences between sigma and pi molecular orbital, we move on to the order of molecular energy, orbital energy levels in a molecule. For a homomolecular dialectic molecule, order of energy of molecular orbital has been determined spectroscopically as shown in below. The electron will enter into the in s orbital sigma s, sigma star 1s and sigma 2s, sigma star 2s. Then it moves to the sigma 2px, sigma star 2px and pi 2py, pi 2pz and pi star 2px and pi pos 2py as shown these below. Then after that the rules for filling up of molecular orbital. There are set of rules which are followed as in the same of electrons fill up in the atomic orbitals. First of above principles, the molecular orbitals with the lowest energy are filled first. Sigma 1s is filled first, whereas sigma star is filled at last. as given in the order of molecular orbital levels for a homomolecular diatomic molecules. Pauli exclusion principle. The maximum number of electrons in a molecular orbital cannot exceed 2. Then Hund's rule of maximum multiplicity. The degenerate molecular orbitals are singly filled up and pairing starts only when more electrons are to be accommodated so as to give maximum number of unpaired electrons. So bond order. So the number of covalent bonds between the two atoms in a molecule related to the bonding and anti-bonding electrons in a molecule is defined as a term called bond order. It is half of the difference between the number of electrons occupying the bonding molecular orbital to those occupying in the anti-bonding molecular orbital. This is given in the form of an equation. Bond order is equal to number of electrons in the bonding molecular orbital minus number of electrons in the anti-bonding molecular orbital divided by 2. That is equal to Nb minus Na divided by 2. The molecular orbital structure of hydrogen molecule can be written as follows. So there is one electron from each atom and hence there are 2 electrons in the molecule. These occupy the lower energy of bond orbital sigma 1s2 as shown in the figure. So this is corresponds to atomic orbital as shown both the atomic orbital at the right hand side, and these 2 electrons are occupied in the lower energy orbital, that is sigma bonding molecular orbital. There were no electrons in the sigma star, that is anti-bonding molecular orbital. Hence bond order of the hydrogen molecule is given by Nb minus Na divided by 2. So Nb means number of electrons in the bonding molecular orbital is 2. So there were no electrons in the anti-bonding molecular orbital, that is 0 divided by 2, that is equal to 1. So the bond order in case of hydrogen is 1. So next He2 molecule, helium-2 molecule. Helium atom is having 2 electrons. Thus there are 4 electrons to be accommodated in helium molecule. 2 electrons in 1s bonding molecular orbital, 2 electrons in the sigma star 1s anti-bonding molecular orbital. Therefore, configuration of helium molecule can be written as sigma 1s2 star, sigma star 1s2. This can be shown diagrammatically as shown in the below figure. After going through the figures, since there are 2 electrons can be accommodated in bonding and anti-bonding molecular orbital, so we can calculate what is the bond order. The bond order of helium is found to be 0 because number of electrons in the bonding molecular orbital is 2, anti-bonding molecular orbital is 2, 2 minus 2 divided by 2, that is 0 by 2 is equal to 0. So the He2 ion exists. Next, molecular orbital of nitrogen molecule. Each atom has 7 electrons. Thus, nitrogen molecule contains 14 electrons from both the nitrogen atoms. These are arranged in the as shown in the below. That is, the 14 electrons can be accommodated in the following pattern. Then our aim is to fill the electrons in the bonding and anti-bonding molecular orbitals. So that as shown in the here, how these electrons will occupying in the 1s, 2s, 2p orbital. So by go through this one, so bond order can be calculated. How many electrons in the bonding molecular orbital and anti-bonding molecular orbital? There are 10 electrons in the bonding molecular orbital, 4 electrons in the anti-bonding molecular orbital. So 10 minus 4 divided by 2 is equal to 3. Hence the bond order of nitrogen is 3. The number of covalent bonds between the nitrogen atom in N2 molecule is 3. Hence it is nitrogen to nitrogen triple bond. Next molecule, the molecular orbital of oxygen molecule. Since each atom of oxygen containing the 8 electron O2 molecules, totally 16 electron can accommodated in oxygen molecule. There are these molecular electrons arranged in the molecular orbital is as shows. Then filling of these electrons in the molecular orbital is shown in the below figure. So there are bond order. There are electrons in 1s, 2s, and 3s. 1s2 I have not shown here because they are completed occupied the orbitals. So bond order can be calculated Nb minus Na divided by 2, 10 minus 6 divided by 2, that is equal to 2. Therefore, the number of covalent bonds in oxygen atom is 2. Hence, oxygen to oxygen is found to be double bond. Then next will be the hydrogen bond. When hydrogen atom is bonded to a highly electronegative elements like fluorine, oxygen and nitrogen, it can form an additional bond to another electronegative elements. This additional bond is known as hydrogen bond. I have shown in this figure, in case of water, hydrogen and oxygen and oxygen is linked with the two hydrogen atom. So because of the electronegative difference between the oxygen and hydrogen, so hydrogen and oxygen occupying a partial positive and negative charges. Because of this partial charge of oxygen linked to the another molecule of hydrogen atom, that can be shown in dotted lines. So this bond is called hydrogen bond. Then how many types of the hydrogen bonds are there? Totally there are two types, that is intermolecular hydrogen bonding formed between the two different molecules containing the hydrogen atom. An electronegative atom like fluorine, oxygen, nitrogen are linked together. So here hydrogen atom, fluorine atom combined with the hydrogen of the next molecule, it will form a dot that's shown in the dotted lines, that is an hydrogen bond. Similarly, in case of ammonia molecule, nitrogen are linked to the next hydrogen of the next molecule, that also form the hydrogen bond. And in case of water, I have shown the same thing, oxygen are linked to the hydrogen of the next molecule, hence it is intermolecular hydrogen bonding. Next will be the intramolecular hydrogen bond forms between the H and electronegative atom of the within the molecule. It means that is a neighboring molecule, in this case within the molecule. Orthonitrophenol and orthohydroxybenzoaldehyde are the examples of intramolecular hydrogen bonding. So with this molecular orbital theory is coming to the end. So thank you for patient listening. Thank you.